Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. A few things. I don't have all of my arsenal because a lot of it is packed away, but I do have a few things, especially my brushes I haven't put away yet, so we're going to play with some makeup, and I just got a new palette in the mail. I'm so excited. It is the Raw Beauty Kristi with Pure. Pure is the brand, and Raw Beauty by Kristi is a YouTuber. If you have not gone to check her out, please go check her out. I will definitely link her down below. She's phenomenal. Not only is she ridiculously talented, all of her stuff, I think it was the NYX Face Awards, go watch her stuff. She is, with the effects makeup, just ridiculously talented, along with being an amazing makeup artist. She's also funny, pretty down to earth. I've never met her, but she's just one of those people that you're like, you're real. You're a real human being. You're not, you know, a 20-something that has never lived. Like, she's lived. And she just hit 1 million subscribers, I think 2 weeks ago. So I'm super excited for her. But this is awesome. I've never bought anything from Pure, but this is probably one of the most excited I've been about a palette in a very long time, or any makeup item, because this is super travelable because it's double-sided. Okay, so one side is naturals, more neutral colors, as you can see, and then the other side is more fun colors, which I love. So this is super great to travel with because you've got both. It's dual-sided. Who doesn't love that? And all of the artwork that's on here, if you guys can kind of see that, and I'll put really better pictures on my Instagram, which I'll link down below, but that's all her artwork. So, and all have personal meaning to her. And I just love this. And so I'm very excited to play with this. Just got this in the mail today. So got it in the mail today, filming today, editing today, getting it up today. This is it. So I'm super jazzed. And so let's see. I don't know if I want to do colorful or what I want to do, but we'll see. I might do like colorful on one eye and neutral on the other. We'll see. All right. So let's see what I come up with. All right, guys. We are just jumping on in, going and using my primer potion from Urban Decay to put a base down on my eyes, and then I will go in with the new palette, the Raw Beauty Kristi palette. I love it that it's got a mirror on both sides too. So I'm going in and putting down a base with the color My Whole Heart, which is just kind of a pinky creamy shade. So then going in on my crease for kind of a deep transition color. I didn't put down a real transition color. I wanted it to be a little bit more dramatic, and then just kind of blend up. So the color that I'm using is a very warm brown called Told You. And so I went in with one brush and then fluffed it out with another, and trying to bring excuse me, the color up closer to my eyebrow to make that gradient the way that I want it to and blend it the way that I want it to. So just going in back and forth until I find the look that I want. And then now I'm going in with the outer corner with this is a little bit more of a cool tone brown. It's called You're Not My Real Dad. And it's just a dark brown, going in and deepening up that outer corner. Because my staple and my normal go-to is a real dark outer corner and then a really light inner corner that kind of drags out towards that, which you'll see I'll do later in the video. And then when I get to that point, I'm going to be using Golden Ticket. Now, I use Golden Ticket, but I also wet the brush with my faucet to give it a more pop of color. I didn't really watch any reviews on this palette, but usually when I have a gold, I like to wet the brush and just to give it that more pop of color. So when I go in with my gold, with the Golden Ticket color, I'm watching Little Rascals here, so I'm like singing along with them, and You Are So Beautiful, you know, love alfalfa. Anyways, here it is where I'm going in with that gold color, and like I said, I did wet it and just dragging it across my eye. I love this palette, guys. It really is amazing, and I mean, I'm so happy for Raw Beauty Kristi just because she's just been through a ton, and she's from the Northwest, which I'm always a fan of. So I'm very excited to play with this more, and it's so perfect for travel. It might be one of the only things I take with me when I go on vacation. I even am considering just doing like a super high SPF foundation, eyebrows, and and mascara, but we'll see. I might bring more than that, but we'll see. I'm trying not to wear too much. Now I'm using for my primer, the Laura Mercier foundation primer, the hydrating one, and just putting that all over my face. And you can see that I cleaned up my lines a little bit on my eye. I used micellar water for that. I'm trying to get away from makeup wipes. So micellar water, the Garnier one, I absolutely love that. So using the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation for my foundation. It's just one of the foundations that I have that I tend to like, so we're doing that. Yeah, just kind of patting that all over my face. Pretty standard. Love my Real Technique sponge. Just blending it until I get what I like. I used 2 pumps here. I didn't really go in with any more because I knew I was going to go in with concealer. And this is where the video gets real fun, guys. So I'm going in with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and this is just where you play with your makeup, and if you need to cover things up, cover things up. If you need to play with things, go ahead and play with things, but I like how it ended up. But this is going to be real fun to watch for a second. So going in with my Eco Tools brushes, you see I start to blend that out, and I'm already going, this is not going to look good with my first plan. But that's okay. Makeup is all about being able to figure it out and play and not be perfect. And so right now I'm just trying to get it into the spot that I want, and then going in with my smaller Eco Tools brush and getting my nose, knowing that I'm probably going to go over that as well, but there we go. So just trying to blend as much as I can with that, and it's working pretty well. I like how it turned out. And then I'll go in with my concealer and kind of go underneath that contour line, and then of course the under eye I'll bring down a little bit more and into my nose, and then I do put some on my forehead as well. And here's the thing, guys, it is absolutely a trial and error. Makeup will always be trial and error, and the one thing that I really wanted, I didn't want it to just look good on camera, I wanted it to look good in person too. So I may look a little bit more washed out once I get actually done with all of this, but that's because I have really bright lights on me. But when you're out and about, it's a very different feel. You know, what necessarily looks good on camera doesn't necessarily look good in real life. So that's something to keep in mind, especially when you're watching all these beauty YouTubers, is that they have these huge bright lights which just make everything just, what's the word I'm looking for? It just softens everything so nothing looks dramatic. So if you've ever been to a theater production, right? Especially at like a high school or something where they don't usually take off their makeup before they come see their family, right? If you see, they just look so flawless on stage, and then they come off stage and you're like, holy cow, that is some heavy cakey makeup. Well, they've got all those bright lights on them, so the makeup tends to fade out. So theater makeup is a lot more similar to YouTube makeup than everyday makeup. So just kind of remember that. So, and that's something I try and show on my channel is everyday makeup. So I may not look quite as flawless, or I may not look quite as dramatic even sometimes, is because I'm trying to show you what I do actually every day in my routine, what I will wear out, what I will wear, every day, what I'll wear out to girls' night, what I'll wear out with my boyfriend. Of course I have the fun looks that I do just to make a look, but usually I try and make those so you could wear them out and about and no one's going to look at you crazy. They're going to say, I love your makeup look, but they're not going to be like, oh my God, seriously, she looks crazy. No, I never get any looks. I usually get oh my God, I love how you did your makeup. That's usually the comment that I get. So I don't want you guys to be too worried about anything that I'm showing you. It's never going to be too crazy. But if you are watching other YouTubers, just be aware that they have a ton of lights on them. So it's not really realistic to do the exact techniques that they do. Robert Walsh is fabulous about kind of talking about what works and what doesn't, because he is a makeup artist. All right, I'm just gonna go set my under eyes with that Coty Airspun. You can get this anywhere. It's like $5. I love it. I'll go ahead and link it down below. I'm gonna link all the products I use down below, but this one is, I don't use a fancy setting powder. I never have. I really like this one. Using my Sephora
Shame on You color for my blush. And then for my highlight that you'll see in a second, I actually did dip into, on the other side of the palette, into the colorful side, into the Cafe Disco. Just lightly brushed it on with a fan brush because I knew it wouldn't pick up too much product because it is very glittery. But all of my highlighters are packed away right now. So using, for my eyebrows, I'm using the Anastasia powder or brow powder duo in dark brown. I've had this forever. My favorite stuff is kind of packed away, ready for like my to-go bag when we're moving. But this is something, if I'm gonna have a brow product, I need one that just works by itself. So this one has two colors in it, a really dark one, and I do that for the tail, and then I go in with a lighter color, which it just makes it look more seamless on the inner part of my brow. And then of course I'm using my Anastasia brow brush, which I love. You don't need to use this one in particular, but I had a coupon, so I got the more expensive one. Now I'm using the NYX black eyeliner. I will link it down below. For my waterline, I didn't put anything on my lid, mostly because it's all packed away. But I don't always put anything on my I don't always put something on my lid, but I just didn't feel like it was needed today. So, and again, they're all packed away. So there it is. And then for my mascara, when I get to it, I am using my Monsieur Big from Lancome. I don't know what the winking is. That's just the thing. There it is. So yeah, just using that for my lashes. Still my favorite. I have yet to find one that's not that's better than this. It's still my favorite, and I think definitely worth the price. And now for my lips, I'm going in with the LA Girl Lip Plumper. It's tinted, just a nice soft pink. It's the only lip gloss that doesn't bug me. And then now we're gonna go ahead and slow down, bring you guys in so you can see the eye look close, and I'm gonna go quiet until the end.
And here is the finished look. I really liked playing with this palette. I know I just did a pretty simple standard look, but if this is gonna be like a travel palette, it's good to have my go-to kind of look. Any gold on my eyes always makes it pop. So I'll probably do a few more looks with this, especially with the more colorful side. I'm really excited to play with actually this color, Moo Point. It's kind of this rose, soft, like pink, a rose pink. I don't know how to explain it, like kind of like a musty pink. I don't think that's the right word, but it's super pretty. I'm excited to play with that, and really all the colors, but that one in particular, I don't really have anything like that in my collection, so I'm excited to play with that one. So my next one will be right before move day. So we move a week from yesterday, so next Wednesday is move day. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.